Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Ran When Parked podcast show thingamajig. This is the last show before the holidays, Christmas, whatever you want to say. So we have put together a very well thought out and well executed holiday themed show for you today, haven't we?
Yeah, actually,
Well planned out, and everybody's on
actually
the
planned
same
this one.
page.
I don't even I put holiday themed ads in, but I just put them in the normal categories and I have no idea what they've done with the categories. So it's very much so an us production.
I tried to match them up, so we'll see how well it works.
Yeah, I kept trying to think of like ho ho ho, what mistake would Santa make? And that doesn't make any sense. I'm not gonna
Santa is infallible.
I'm not gonna find a reindeer on frickin' Craigslist. I'm not like a super holiday cheery extravagant person anyway, so I struggled with the idea. But we did it anyway. So I'm sure it will be great. However, before we begin, there is where's our song? Where's our intro? Yeah, that clip.
Christmas news. I don't know. it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Okay, Christmas
Does that
news
work?
with Kurt
Christmas
J. Mac.
news.
What is your Christmas news?
My Christmas news is that, sadly, much like Christmas,
Yes, absolutely.
Christmas is about giving. It's
I am
about
the Grinch.
giving. And
This is a spin, Kurt, that you are pulling right now.
yes, it's about giving and receiving. And I am happy to announce that the Subaru SVX that I obtained at the beginning when we started this podcast back in June of this year, I have successfully sold it on Craigslist. I told Cone this that was that applause?
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm getting probably an unusually positive experience out of buying and selling cars on Craigslist.
I don't feel like
I've yet to have any sort of like creepy knife wielding exchanges or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think I've really ever had any bad experiences. I've had bad cars, but I've never had like a bad experience buying or selling. I mean, did you have a lot of the ridiculous offers or anything like that?
No, honestly, I'm surprised. I only got like 3 spam, like that were obviously spam, sort of emails. I was like thinking, do I need to like make a burner email address just in case or anything like that? But no, I only got like 3 spams. One guy complaining that I listed it for too much, and then finally, and to be honest, the person who ended up buying it was from out of state, so that was already kind of a red flag to me. So I'm like, this isn't going to go through. But
It's perfectly legit. It's normal. What are you talking about?
it's totally normal.
I mean, I've done it and I've sold cars to people out of state.
Right. It's that sort of. I guess it's not as immediate as somebody being like, "Oh, I'll stop by and take a look at the car." It's like, "Oh, can you take it to a place to have it inspected?" I did that. A lot of questions being asked, but to an SVX aficionado, I think he owns 3 other ones. He owns like the early, like a 92, 93, but then he recently purchased a 97 in brilliant red that apparently he bought sight unseen, and it arrived with a great deal of rot in the frame that was not advertised, so he got burned. But so he was, I guess, still on the search for a brilliant red later model Subaru SVX. Found mine. He actually flew down here, did the transaction, and drove it back to California. And
I
that's
expected
where
this
it
to
will-
be Canada.
No. Yeah, I don't even know how that would work, but yeah, no, down to California, and that's where she now will reside.
Wait, did you name it?
No, I
Okay.
didn't. You know, he kept referring to it as like she. Oh, she drives really well. Oh, sure. I'm
That's
like,
a thing. Some people
Yeah.
are very obsessed with their car being a he or a she or named or just humanizing them in general.
True.
It is a
True.
little off-putting at times.
See, I think that kind of I picked up on that. But yeah, that was just a little bit over 6 months of owning a Subaru SVX.
You done completed the dream.
I did. And one of the things I didn't get to do, I suppose what I wanted to do was like, oh, take it on road trips or, enjoy it in that sense. But in the grand scheme of things, I probably shouldn't have gotten it to begin with. 3 cars on a 1-car garage. It was kind of an impulse buy on my part, but now I can say I owned an SVX. And honestly, if I ever I'm like, oh, I really wish I had an SVX again. They're not raising in value or anything like that. I think they're going to remain pretty affordable.
Yeah,
but
I don't think they're going to get
that's going to happen.
any more relevant than they are now. Like, I don't
Right.
see them. There's so little you can do with them. This is pretty much the only thing you can do with them is buy it, leave it stock, and drive it during the summer or whatever.
Right.
How many miles did you end up putting on it?
I think just over 1,000. Because I bought it with like 204.
I guess 1,000 miles. That's fine. That's a good
I
experience.
Yeah, I drove around a little bit, and I ended up, going out to like restaurants or just like going grocery shopping with it instead of the cross trek just for funsies. And it was an enjoyable experience, aside from that first month when everything went wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Reviewing your ad here, is this the first thing you've ever sold?
Yes.
It's so Kurt.
Is it? How so? I was going back and forth. Should I just do like a bulleted list of like all the items, or do I need to like, here's paragraphs, full sentences?
You know why it seems so Kurt is because it seems like you went over it 5 times. Like this seems like the 5th revision of you writing this.
Oh, that would be an understatement.
Well, I mean, just in that effect of like, you can tell this was written by somebody that cared what they were writing about instead of like, oh man, I gotta list that car for sale.
yeah, taking a picture of it from the porch out on the street. Yeah.
There's no thumbs in any pictures. Yeah, there's a difference.
I was gonna say, like, when I first saw this ad, it's like, this is the kind of ad, if I was looking for an SVX, this is the one I would want to see instead of just like SVX 2,000 or 200,000 miles in CI.
Right.
Yes
This
and
actually
no
has
for me.
Details.
Some of the most annoying people I've ever bought cars for or bought cars from is when you buy cars from people that like their cars because they're like possessive of them. Like, well, I can't believe you would insinuate that this isn't perfect. This is my car. Not anymore. I want to buy it from you.
Are you saying Kurt knows what he has or had?
No, I would see Kurt as the complete opposite of like, you show up and it'd be like, no, yeah, this sucks. This is awful. This paint's terrible. There's a stain right here. You don't want this car. Which is how I always am.
I understand. If you don't know, yep, there's a little bit of paint chipped here. Yeah.
That's how I was with my long distance purchase when I sold the second gen MR2. Someone drove down from Virginia and I was getting this length of like messages back and forth in email about the car and they wanted to know all this information. And I would send them a whole page back of like, no, yeah, it's had this weird rattle right here the whole time. The steering does this little shimmy right at, 28 miles an hour. You're going to hate that. And by the time he actually saw the car, he's like, man, this thing is so much better than you were making it out to be.
Well, you set the expectations really low,
Right. Well, I mean, if you're going to drive 8 hours or whatever to come buy a car, I don't want you to drive 8 hours and then find out that it's crap. I want you to find out that it's better or fly from California. So,
Or
So,
West
yeah.
Virginia.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you did that as well. Yours was a very different case.
it-
You were robbing old people. That's totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's like, oh, does it drive? Okay.
Those were high crimes.
They won't remember it, Kurt. It's fine.
Yes.
It's
So
my
yeah.
Christmas card.
Oh, it is. Yeah,
Card.
I have a Roadmaster Christmas card now.
I got one too. Thanks.
Did you? Why? Okay, ZK. I have
How
to
did
ask
you get my address?
Good question. See, why does
Sources.
Why does it say at the end? P.S. This has our faces on it. I didn't understand what that meant.
The card has our faces on it.
I gathered that by looking at it. Like I could see your faces.
Have previous cards not included your faces?
To be honest, this is our first Christmas card.
I'm just. I don't understand. I don't understand. Was I supposed to be so in awe of the Roadmaster?
I don't know.
Also, mine got a little scratched in the mail, and your beard is leaking sun matter, and it's really cool.
You can just send me a picture of that later.
Well, all right. Well, I guess congratulations, Kurt. You got
Yeah.
away with it.
I got away with it scot-free.
You made the mistake, and the mistake didn't bite you in the butt.
True. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about like this is the worst time to even try selling a car. So I didn't. I'm very pleased, happy that it's out of my hair now, and
You found the right person, it seems.
it didn't. Right. Yeah. Exactly the right person. Yeah. And he made it back to California fine. So
Did
I
you?
mean, it was out of my hands.
Did you plug the show at all? Just saying. We gotta.
I did not. I did not plug the show. I didn't know if I like.
We gotta get this thing to take off somehow. We gotta do it like one car sale at a time or something.
Yes. It's a very expensive advertising campaign.
Anything that'll work. All right. Well, yeah, I have not much else to say there other than I was truly surprised that you listed it at all, and quite surprised that it sold within a reasonable time period, and you didn't lose your butt, as they say.
I did not lose my butt. After all said and done, probably broke even-ish, and that is
Breaking even is a win.
I've
Best case
never
scenario.
done that on a vehicle. Ever. Ever. We were talking on Discord earlier this week about like if like I purchased that Solstice, but I had it on a loan and made payments on it, and when I traded it in, they gave me more than I owed for it. But it's not like I made money on it because I still made payments on the thing the whole time.
right.
So a lot of people would be like, "Oh, I made money on that car." But no, you just paid money and got a little bit of it back. So I would say your case is a little above that. Good job. Take a compliment, Kurt.
I appreciate the compliments.
Now don't do it
Now-
again.
No.
Don't learn that your mistakes have no consequences. All right, let's get on with the show. This has been too long of news. The theme, I didn't find a Ranwin Park theme. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
Already letting us down, Cone.
That's the spirit. Is this the last? This won't be the last one of the year, right? Oh, it might be.
Is it?
I think it might be because I'm traveling at the end of the year and we might not get to record one for.
The last one of the year. The next one should be on New Year's Day.
Oh yeah, that might happen then. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, 2019, the year of Cone letting people down. 1969 Ford Ranchero was picked because it is so good for Ranwin Park. You know, I figured we're going to be doing a lot of theme stuff today. It's not all going to be super specific to the themes, but this one is in the spirit of the show. Ranwin parked, but the distributor was taken out to sell another car. A classic thing to do. It's in pretty good shape to be a 69, clean title, 2K, or best offer, in all caps, good project car. And that one has been there a minute. It has gathered other vehicles' parts, including some Corvette wheels that
I
you
was going to say, I've seen those wheels before, yeah.
obviously put on your Ranchero. And this is what drew me in. Anybody spot anything really weird right now?
There is a tube coming out of the fuel filler.
Right. Into the bed full of wheels, engines, weeds. I don't know.
I like how the tube has a fuel filter in it.
Right. The only thing I could imagine is that the tank is rusted out and they ran a line through the tube to a can in the bed. Or here's another crazier theory. Were they using the gas in the tank in the Ranchero to run an engine inside the bed? The world will never know.
Or perhaps, much like the distributor, they siphon the fuel to put in another car to sell that car.
Man, you know how fancy that would be to filter your siphoned fuel from another car? That's pretty swanky. I like the amount of stuff that's buried off in the woods there too. This is not their first.
Yeah, this is like a Where's Waldo? Like, what engine block is that in the back of the Ranchero?
Some kind of looks like a 4-cylinder, I would say, unless we're just seeing half
the
of
wires
V8.
and plugs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not a cross-flow head,
right.
I think. Or is that the intake side?
Well, I mean, there's not 8 ports, so.
True, yeah. So,
Yeah. I have never had a lot of love for the Ranchero. As much as I kind of grew up around El Caminos, the Ranchero never really jumped out at me. The first gen with the Falcon integration is a little bit interesting, but they also seem extremely useless as a car truck. And these, I don't know, any of the later ones just kind of look funky. I don't.
Yeah, they look more styled like it should be a wagon, but then just chopped off and made into a.
I think that's probably it. It
truck.
looks so much more accidental. Like, we had a wagon, we took a Sawzall to it, we have a truck now. Versus the El Camino kind of looked like it was stylized to be what it was.
have you looked at an El Camino?
A lot of them. A lot
They
of them.
don't look much different in that sense.
I feel like they do. I feel like the way the bed integrates into the body just looks a lot cleaner.
With the taillights and the bumper that just looks slapped on.
That looks more like it's a design for the El Camino than this. This looks like it was a wagon and somebody literally just cut the top off, and this trim is just what covers up the cut line. I don't know, man. That is some quality patina, though. Patina. Including the completely patinaed plate. That's probably sought after right there. I guess that's just all the. There's no other pictures. All the paint has just fallen off of the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Sunburnt or something.
But the stickers are still there. Like the registration stickers are still there. That's just dang impressive. Well, there you go. There is exactly the kind of car that inspired essentially this entire show. Sorry, it's not Christmas themed. Unless maybe what you really want for Christmas is a 1969 Ranchero. In which case, you better get busy.
Probably want to look elsewhere.
You're going to have to really... I mean, I think you could just put that whole thing under the tree dripping with plant matter. Somebody would appreciate that out there.
Dripping.
Dripping.
I would have used a different verb.
With plant matter. And title. Kurt, let's hear this theme.
All of my cars are red. Christmassy red.
All right, okay. I don't feel
Including the
bad at all.
SVX.
I don't feel bad at all anymore.
The only one that was on theme.
I have other themes.
But here you could have 1954 Willys Jeep M38A1. We would have to defer to our Jeep aficionado in the audience to confirm any sort of importance that this thing holds.
We should really just have a show that's just him and his fleet.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And today's episode,
Yeah.
there'll be 35 episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's a running when parked 25 years ago, all original. They have the windshield and are asking $2,900. It's red, and as we flip through some pictures here, it was used apparently as a no, fire truck. Blah. What was I thinking?
I mean, they're basically the same thing, right?
True. Basically the same thing.
Hail, fire.
I could see using this. Look at those cars in the background too. Santa on a parade in his
Are
red
you sure you
Jeep.
just didn't break into Power's shop?
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. That's. No, that's looking a little too British, not Italian enough back there.
Yeah, you're right.
That's Jeep.
That's
Secure
a Jeep.
hood
Secure that hood in place.
in raised position with safety hook. Like, I like the big gap between those two. With safety hook before sir.
Servicing engine.
Oh, I thought that said servizing.
It is
It
spelled
does say
servizing.
servizing.
Okay, that's not how you spell service.
It is in 1953.
Is servizing a word? Anyway,
No.
there's a weird little Jeep engine.
It's your weird little Ranwin Park Jeep engine.
Ranwin parked. My
So
butt.
it says Ranwin parked 25 years ago. Is this the oldest Ranwin parked?
Probably in the neighborhood, yeah.
Like, we've seen like 7 and 10 years, but 25?
How could you even remember if it
Right, how
ran
could you
25
have that?
million years ago? I'm not buying this fire department thing. That looks very. I thought it would be funny to put these decals on there.
Possibly.
I think the servicing also looks a little newer than the rest of the Jeep too.
That whole
Right.
The paint underneath the
Yeah.
hood and everything is very neat.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like, obviously it's stenciled on. Yeah, I don't know. There's some fishy going on here. I'm starting to think Santa isn't real. And neither is this Jeep. But it is a Jeep. We don't know what we're talking about. Powers, help
I have
us.
no idea.
Is 2,900 a good price?
That is a great price. That's way too high. That's what I'll say. Covered all the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I could see Santa in a parade in a red Jeep with no windshield, with the beard just right over the head, just straight from the chin, right over the head. All right, ZK, you seem real proud of your theming here. Let's see it.
It's red.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh no! Is it just that all your cars are
special,
red?
reduced price. What we have here is a 2012 Star EV,
I guess
which
that's.
is basically a golf cart.
I didn't think of the idea of looking for holiday specials. Is this? Oh, that's a
And
And it
face.
They
has
were
the
not
most
this interesting.
horrifying face I've seen on
That's-
any vehicle.
That's why this is an electric vehicle too. You don't need that grill. That grill is only there for the memes. I'm sorry. I have to look through the pictures. Oh God, it's a golf cart.
It's a
being
golf
held
cart.
together
It's like a
with electric
fully
tape.
enclosed golf
Hey.
cart.
Hey, save the 3 pedals. We got it.
That's the parking lot.
No. 50 miles an
Got a
hour.
stereo. It's apparently like off-highway road legal in most states, is what they said.
Oh, I trust him.
It revs to 2.5, whatever that means. 2.5.
yeah,
it's
attack.
amps.
Oh, it's amps.
Comes with a battery charger.
I should hope so.
This face. Right. I didn't actually read much of the ad. Was there anything? Yeah, pretty much what you told us.
Yeah, it's just a holiday special. Like nothing in the ad has anything to do with it being a Christmas themed or anything. I said it's Ranwin Park because it's obviously just pulled out of the storage unit and it doesn't have registration. Like the registration's I think it was from 2017 or 2000. It's old, so it hasn't been driven around in a while.
That's okay. I found two things that are interesting. It charges with just a regular house outlet, and it says it has a bench seat for 3.
I didn't see that on the interior. I saw 2 distinct
I see, yeah.
backrests
I see 2.
and 2
Totally
seat
fit a
belts.
third person in there.
No. You can't. Bench seat for 3. Trying to pull a fast one for a Christmas gift.
Weird egg car with horrifying smile face.
God, that is... It looks like a Futurama character. And not the good ones.
Yeah, it's like the painful smile with the hooks in the corner of the mouth.
I guess this is something you tow around with your RV, like they said, and just, drive it around and in the
It's a
the
golf
lots.
cart to use when it's raining.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But it's a holiday special.
Ooh.
How,
That's the noise it makes when it goes with that face.
how much you think that is without the holiday special?
That at least 3 or 4 more monies.
You guys are awful. All right, well, I'm glad that this theme thing has fallen apart, because now I get to start some themes. In the I'd make that mistake category, I was thinking of the name of the category in relation to the holidays, and if I had made some mistakes in my past, I may be buying children presents for Christmas. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
That required a backstory.
Did you find the car and then try to figure out how to attach it?
100%. Because this is a 1941 Willys go-kart. That is a it is a Honda 5.5, originally advertised as a 6.5, but they have edited it to more accurately represent what is a go-kart body, or a go-kart frame with a fiberglass Willys body on it, and it's freaking awesome.
I want it.
I also want it. So that, yeah, it's a mistake I would make, because I would drive this. It's so cool. They only want $15.99 for it because the body's a little chipped up, but that doesn't bother me one bit.
Oh, I don't know, Cone. It has an automatic transmission.
It's a go-kart. They all have automatic transmissions.
It's got wheelie bars.
It does have wheelie bars. I mean, you don't really
It's like
get
an old hot rod coupe
Yeah.
for those at home, but a go-kart. And
you don't really appreciate the scale until you see it in a parking spot taking up a quarter of it.
yeah,
It's
and
very
it's like
small.
the perfect, like everything's perfectly scaled too.
Mhm.
It looks really good, especially with the little air cleaner thing.
The air cleaner's good. The fact the fuel tank is the inside of the car is good.
Ooh, that looks a little annoying to refuel.
Probably. But I could deal. Because it's so cool. I have to...
It's got little foot pegs on the front fenders.
None of my friends even have kids that are old enough to enjoy this, so I just have to get it for myself, I guess. This is my Christmas present to myself.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? The little
Yeah.
the little car
Little
coupe
car.
Little car. Something.
club? No, that's an O. Something. Any better?
Maybe coupe.
Might be coupe.
It looks like there used to be a luggage rack or something extra on the rear. Some mounting holes.
Luggage rack.
Maybe a cooler for your beer.
Maybe that. Weren't you making one of those at one point in your life?
It's still in progress.
Mm-hmm. Is it next to the Saab, the Corvair, the CRX, the 240?
It's between the Corvair and the CRX, okay?
I see how you do. All right, I feel like I did pretty good with that. I'm pleased with my theming.
It was a stretch.
Really, Kurt?
No stretch here. Every kid wants a fire truck for Christmas. And now you can have a real one. For only $6,200, a fully functional 10-story aerial fire truck. The ladder goes up to 100 feet.
Is that the real price?
That's
I
what they're
was-
asking.
Yeah, this is the cheapest ladder truck I've ever seen.
What a
Light,
steal.
siren, and pump all work. 4-speed Caterpillar motor. Yada yada yada. Just over 50,000 miles.
Never
It
highway
seems like
driven.
a lot for a fire truck.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it is old, 80, 82.
Yeah,
It's as
but
old
like,
as me.
That's pretty old.
in service, I mean, you're only driving like in a 10-mile range, right? Really? Depending on where it's at.
Ladder trucks, I think, go further because they're not everywhere. Anyway, we'll have to get another person from the community on the show for information on that. Mock, help
It
us
could
out.
match your Willys Fire Jeep that you bought, ran when parked.
It
Themes.
sure could. This seems like a real ad. I really thought this was going to be fake, but I guess this is real.
There was honestly another one, like a yellow one, that was like 6,600, but the red
There's
fire
just a
truck.
kid up in the thing taking a picture.
Yeah, fun at parties,
Funny parties.
parades, Christmas, New Year's parades.
It's in like perfect shape. There's another fire truck in the background.
Obviously they're at the fire truck show, ZK. Come on. That's
Roll up with this. It took 2 of your local cars and coffee.
Yeah, you'll be the star of the show for those under 8. This vehicle makes
You
wide
have
right
a
turns.
strong desire to run all of the red lights. This might be the car for you.
That's delivery available if you're looking to give it as a gift.
Does it come with one of those gift receipts?
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
It's called the title.
$6,200. That's got to be the best value per pound. I don't understand.
I don't know. My what was it? Was it $600, $200 bus from the other week?
True,
True.
but this is a lot more weight, especially if you put water in it. Because it got pumps. It's not just a ladder.
Or
It's-
you Tyson?
I'm like, this is just like 2 regular dudes too. Just this is weird. Today's a weird day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird day. The holidays are weird. CK, you're weird.
Mhm.
You really did just do red cars, didn't you?
Not intentionally, no.
Oh, okay.
I did it intentionally.
This is a 98 Mitsubishi.
You love saying that, don't you?
What was it again?
Yeah.
I feel like you need a Mitsubishi.
Yeah, it's probably on the short list. It's the next terrible car to own. It's a GST, though. So it's the turbo 4G63, but the front wheel drive, not the all-wheel drive.
Because you don't want to be that cool.
Well, those are like a million times more expensive. This is only $2,800.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas.
Give someone horrible depression for Christmas. When their crank walks out of their engine.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that's, I don't know how much of our audience knows about Eclipses in general. This car is basically stock visually.
Yeah.
Other than the wheels, everything is factory.
I love that this car
The
with
blacked out
different
taillights.
headlights, different wheels, and aftermarket exhaust, blacked out taillights is literally the stockest one I've seen in years.
Yes. Like the wing is stock.
Is that cat stock?
That's the other reason I picked this, because there's a cat in the ad.
That could be a whole themed episode right there. Cats of Craigslist.
And this is the only interior picture they provided
So
of
helpful.
the shifter with a headphone or like a.
That's a shame because the
Onto the
interior
track.
is probably one of the coolest parts of these cars. They have a nice design. Look at those like 90s jazz patterned seats.
Mm-hmm.
There's an A in that word. I know where you went with that, people.
And they have HID bulbs in it, but I believe those are the stock headlights actually,
I
because
think-
the
I
stock
thought-
ones are blacked out.
Oh, are they? I thought they were silverback.
From either that or every single one on Google Images is blacked out.
I mean, that's possible.
That cat has not moved for 2 pictures from different
not.
angles.
I guess it comes with 2,800.
Mm-hmm.
Have miles, 150,000 miles.
It hasn't blown up yet.
There's somebody out there that would love this as a gift. And I think it was ZK like 15 years ago, though.
Yeah.
Probably most.
Or my brother. I intentionally did not send this ad to my brother.
Yeah, this is one of those cars that, for people probably like me and ZK's age, maybe not so much Kurt's age, your old Kurt, and definitely not people that are younger, this was one of those cars that was like the tuner car. It was the car every high school kid wanted. And
Yeah.
I have a feeling
It's like the Fast and Furious car.
I have a feeling they're gonna
this
peg in value,
and this.
but there might be not enough of them left for that to happen. Like, there's just literally no nice ones left, so the value is never going to be good because there's nothing to have. It's a weird car. For weird people. And it's red, ZK.
And it's red.
Was that the only theme here? What was the other theme?
It was the just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, the ad text is got the Christmas keyword.
I have a certain expression on my face that you can't see.
I can hear it through your keyboard.
Good.
Clicking.
Mildly interesting. What did I do with this
You know
one?
what? I just realized all my cars are actually red.
You're kidding me.
No, that was not intentional.
You're the
But I
worst.
just saw the thumbnail and I was like, oh yeah, I guess that one is too.
I need a minute. All right, I titled it. This would be a really bad present. I don't know how that's mildly interesting, but I guess it's just a mildly interesting, horrible car.
Oh god.
It's so bad. This is a 1951 Studebaker half-ton pickup, rat rod, quote unquote, with pretty much all of the worst things you could physically do to one on it.
Let's turn the headers upside down and just have the mufflers going up and out.
Mufflers from like an import, like mufflers from that Eclipse. 2 of them, upwards.
Some early 2000s mini truck wheels.
They look like like Eclipse wheels, or not Eclipse, Escalade wheels, something like that.
I think the tires are backwards.
But, yep, I didn't notice that. Not
The
that's
headlights are, I
Bug?
guess they're the stock housings
Oh.
without the fenders.
I think all of this is straight off a Super Beetle.
Yeah, but it looks like the cartoon eyes popping out thing.
And then
The
plastic
gold
skull.
stripe, plastic skull coolant reservoir, which it looks like it has good coolant.
At least in the reservoir, we don't know what's in the radiator.
ZK, I think that's like the Mountain Dew effect. Like I think the skull is colored that. Oh man. You got the 350 with a tunnel ram on it, and then some old carb with the exhaust pipe welded to the top of it.
I
For
was
intake?
staring at that and I don't know what's going on.
Just a whole
It's cool.
nest of bare wires just hanging there.
Yeah, that looks like what's underneath the dash of the Ford of the ramp truck.
Gold stripe on the front grille, which is, completes the accent with the gold flame decals on the side.
Look how offset these exhausts are too when you look at them from the side.
What does it say on the rear fender?
Rustoration.
Restoration. Ah.
There's a better look from the front.
How many holes were in those wheels? How many?
Oh, a bunch.
Are
10?
those like triple fit wheels or something?
Well, I guess they're probably, who knows? I don't want to look. It's just getting worse every...
wait. The tires are swapped in this photo.
Oh, they are. They put them on the right way. Somebody figured it out.
Yeah.
And it looks like the
Oh,
coolant.
and
Yeah, the coolant's a different color now, too.
Significantly less fluorescent.
What a thing. And somebody did this intentionally.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? For $3,000, you could go get this and start over
Yeah.
somehow.
To be fair, a lot of this doesn't look like, you know how we have like the high effort,
Mhm.
horrible taste? This is extremely low effort.
This is
So-
low effort, bad taste.
So yeah, they didn't waste too much time on this, it looks like, at least.
They didn't waste a lot of time in posting the ad either, because the information is 1951 Studebaker pickup truck. Rat rod.
Rat rod.
That's all you need to know. And yeah, this would be a very, very bad present to give anybody. Don't do it.
Other than the front clip, it's okay.
All right, maybe if you need a Studebaker pickup cab, I guess. Or bed. Or skull.
Yeah.
Or some
Or skull.
bug headlights. It was a stretch, okay? Like I said, I don't holidays. And what you got that's red, Kurt? Oh,
For my next red vehicle.
I feel like I
It's
knew
a-
about this one and I forgot about it and I love it and I want it.
Ah,
Yes.
a 1989 Dodge Dakota Sport convertible factory convertible pickup truck,
Yes.
which I've only just learned about finding this at. Yes, it's a factory convertible, the ad says. And then it goes on to say how rare they are by giving you the production numbers. Yada, yada, yada. It's turnkey perfect for Christmas, summer, parades, and fun.
Because those things don't actually go together, is what they're saying.
Right. Those are separate things separated by commas. Yeah, it's this is a thing, I guess, that existed.
It's a present, and they're just warning you, you better be nice.
Be nice. Santa's watching. He might end up giving you that rat rod.
I guess is there multiple generations? I guess it went for a few
No, they
years.
only built. Yeah, it was just the. They said they built 8 in 91 or whatever, so it's like basically they only made it.
I feel like there was a
2
different front
years.
end you could get on a Dakota
I-
convertible.
I feel like you might be right, but I'm trying to determine whether you're right or we just only been seeing pictures that are 20 years old. So
True.
seeing modern pictures is really weird. Of one that looks in immaculate shape, like this is very bizarre because these things fell apart.
Yeah, that they did. It's amazing how cutting the roof off of a pickup truck that was an economy car to begin with did not make it better.
I like the seatbelt attached to the roll bar.
Oh,
Whatever that is
yeah.
in the back.
I mean, don't get me wrong, horrible, but super cool.
Cool in that weird, why would you ever consider this way?
Right. Now, if only, because there's 2 Dakotas that are ever worth mentioning. There's this, the convertible, and there's the Shelby. If there had been a Shelby Dakota convertible, now that would have just been
I thought they did do that.
the ultimate. If there is one, then somebody out there has the absolute best worst truck in existence. And I feel like Doug DeMuro needs to find it.
And it has. This
I
one
could have
says it
sworn
has
they did a Shelby
213,000 miles.
convertible.
Yeah, they have like exact mileage, 213, 994. This thing was used.
Holy crap.
There's not a lot of them that made that many miles at all ever before they were junked. And it's in just really good shape. That top has to have been redone. It has
So
to.
weird. It just like hangs there.
Yeah. Like there's just like 2 straps that it just hangs from the roll bar from. That's it. I mean, it's kind of the way those silly looking Wrangler convertible soft tops look. But it looks weirder when it's over the bed of a truck. And then, they decided to make that mistake again in 2019 with the Gladiator, I think. Isn't that their new truck?
Yes,
Yes.
With the top that folds down into the bed?
I didn't know about that part.
I'm not sure how the mechanism works, but I think you can take it off.
Well, it's
I
cool.
found a picture of one of these with Shelby graphics on the side,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're the same.
I
Then
don't
again,
think
the Shelby package wasn't much more than a graphics package.
That's
anyway.
true. Well, I thought they had the 5.9 in them instead of. I thought they. Or sorry, I think they had a 318 in them instead of the V6 like this has.
Maybe. You might be right. I thought the 318 was just a normal option you could get.
There was. Yeah. There's multiple.
No, you're right. I think that was the major difference. I might be thinking of the Durango, which had the 5.9 instead of the 318.
Well, yeah, the next generation of Dakota also had that. There was a Dakota RT that you could get the Magnum 5.9 in.
Yeah.
Yep. Kurt, I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the listeners.
I'll move
Like,
on.
I just discovered this weird thing.
Yes,
And
I was just
they're
like, look.
oh my god.
ZK, look at this red car.
It's a red car.
It's
It's a. I apparently forgot to name the initial post.
There you go. I
But
found
it's
the-
a 2001, I believe.
I'll find. There's
BMW
there you go.
Coupe or Z3 Roadster with. It's already wrapped for Christmas.
That's cute.
Got the bow and a little bit of ribbon around it.
I'm a little
Just stick it under your tree.
angry about the symmetry of their wrapping here.
Let's not draw attention. I mean, there's plenty of other quality issues about this vehicle.
Like the BMW badge. No, it's not a 3-liter V6. That would be an inline 6, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a manual.
Well, it actually looks in pretty good shape.
Oh,
And
it
it's
does.
a manual. So this one, it's not an M, but I think it's basically the trim below it.
It'd be a nice little summer car. It'd be something you could buy in, I don't know, June and sell in, I don't know, December. Something like that.
As long as you wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh, Kurt, you could have gotten more money. All you had to do was this.
Put a big bow on the top.
Is there more to the ad? Like, is there any? No, there's not really
No,
any.
it was. I saw the wrapping and had to put it in the show.
No outside emails. Oh, outside of the Craigslist system. Okay, I was like, what?
No outside emails, PayPal's, or other shenanigans.
Ooh.
Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, take it easy there, Robert.
You don't know very much about your vehicle. I can tell that much. But yeah, that's
There's definitely a market for these.
there
and
is.
This looks like a decent example of one, I guess.
I don't know that I would pay $6,500 for one. I feel like that's not a very good smile per dollar ratio. You
Are
could.
these the ones with the subframe issues?
It's a BMW, so I'm just gonna say yes, but I don't think that's the case. I feel like a $4,000 Subaru SVX would be a highly, highly more enjoyable.
But it's
Experience.
not convertible. It's just got weird windows.
Yeah, but it's got weird windows. That's much cooler than a convertible. Yeah, I think I'm done with convertibles in my life, so I don't know that I could buy something like this. But a shoe.
Yes.
Now that
Some
I
of those
could.
don't exist for $6,500.
Yeah, that's true. They better put 2 bows on one of those. They're so expensive.
Do you think the bow comes with the car?
It better. Yeah, like if I showed up and it didn't have the bow and it didn't have the garland on it, I would just leave. That'd be it. I would just slam my door and like wave my money at them as I was driving away.
You just lost a sale.
Oh gosh.
Rob.
Oh, Kurt, you just like made me have retail flashbacks.
Oh yes. I'm familiar with that, unfortunately, as well.
You just lost some business. Oh, well, that's good because I never saw any of that money anyway. I'm stalling because I didn't go to look at last week's results for Best Ad. You have any interesting quips or commentary to fill this time void with?
No. None whatsoever.
Oh, I posted a ramp truck video for the first time. Apparently, a
did?
lot of people hadn't seen it before, which raises some questions
About
that they don't watch this show.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I still have footage of the SVX.
Oh man, you're never gonna
I
do
bought
anything with that.
and sold. No, probably it's just like the effort that goes into it is not going to be worth the outcome. I'll just upload the raw footage and be like, what?
Oh, here we go. I got the results. It's closer than I expected. Last place, ZK. 6% of the vote. People did not appreciate your 240 experiences, apparently. Or they've heard me
It's
say
okay, I
that
voted
story.
for Kurt.
You voted for Kurt?
I believe so.
Wow. 37% of the vote goes to Kurt J. Mac with the truck, I believe, is why you voted for him. The
I think so.
Oh, right. Yeah,
slammed-
the airbrushed truck.
the airbrushed Silverado. But winning with 56% of the vote, which again I don't think equals 100, is one Cone Dodger with the, I don't remember what to call it, but the bug with the rat rod-ish body. I don't know what you would refer to that thing as. It was custom.
It was custom.
You're finding a lot of rat rods.
I
Are you
am.
trying to say something here?
I don't want one. Don't ever like possibly construe that. For best ad this week, of course, we're supposed to be sticking to this theme thing, and I think I have the best possible Florida Man parade float. This is the 2018 custom fabrication Big Boy.
Big boy.
Never say that again. This is a 16 horsepower lawnmower that has been stretched and equipped with a very large seat, and it was. Let me bring you through the list of accolades that this has achieved. It was built to enter the 4th of July parade in 2018, and we drove it in the 4th of July parade 2019, pulling a trailer with kids in it, throwing candy. We won first place both years. 2018 Best Tractor, 2019 Most Original Tractor. Everyone loves Big Boy. We are just
you
ready.
Have to say it properly.
I can't do it. We are just ready for a new
Everyone.
challenge.
Everyone loves Big Boy.
They don't. How you gonna reach that brake pedal is one of the questions that I was raised.
Because you're a big boy on Big Boys, you can definitely reach the brake pedal.
There's their trophies and a
Oh.
thumb.
My personal favorite touch is the alligator bench seat.
That's good. That's good.
Now that's a bench seat, not that electric vehicle.
Yeah, you can fit 3 people on that.
I'm curious why Big Boy starts with 1 asterisk and then ends with 3 asterisks. Like, is there fine print somewhere?
Oh, there probably is to this. Here's your view. It's got a tow hitch on it, ready for a trailer, so you can throw
Or-
candy.
A float.
And the seat is notably leaning to the left. There's your
Is the seat to the left or is the engine to the right or both?
probably.
Yeah, they're like balancing each other.
This is well engineered. Your Duro Max engine with a star. There's another star and a big exhaust tip. There is the front with the USA garlandish stuff on the front, a bald eagle, and red headlights as well. You got to have the air horns as well. And it's in this picture that I notice, where is the engine? Because this is under the hood.
It's in the back. We looked at it.
You just looked at the Big Boy's big exhaust.
Wait. How did they power this then? Like, what is going on? Is this? Oh, it's like a go-kart.
Yeah.
Oh
It's like
man,
an ATV go-kart rear axle or something. They just used
it
a
just
tractor
really
out of
boggles
Jim
the
Bob's
mind.
yard.
So much of this is so well thought out that I just couldn't even grasp the greatness of it.
My question is, why does this thing have so many wires that aren't connected? Like, what is supposed to be there?
That's just
Those
one
many
wire.
wires-
Yeah.
They're just too lazy to cut it. You gotta power them air horns. You know what would have made it cooler? 2 engines. One in the front, one in the back. There you go. There's the
That's
big
just
boy.
too complicated.
There is the big boy winner 2018 and 2019. Could be yours for $2,000.
Ooh,
Yeah.
for that nice 2020 parade.
Now, do you think it's still going to win most original in 2020? Because
That's why they're selling it.
it's not original if you didn't make it, right? Which raises the question why they didn't win original first year. Kurt, hi.
Hi, Merry Christmas.
I didn't expect you to
Santa.
pose for us.
It's Santa. He's selling his 72 Volkswagen Bug. We caught him in his loungewear and socks. But yeah, Santa. I found him. Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Just a bigger picture.
It's a and it's also a picture on somebody else's phone.
Oh, is it a phone? In my mind, I was hoping
it-
it was a picture on a wall.
Yeah, I was hoping it was in a frame. We do like our pictures in pictures.
It is.
True.
It is good.
New carb kit, new brakes, July 2019. It runs well.
$8,000?
$8,000.
$8,000. And you can buy it from Buff Santa here.
Buff Santa. In
You
his
sure
socks.
this isn't in Florida?
Yeah, that's such a Florida man picture.
Yeah, sadly this is the only picture we get, but I couldn't not. This is as perfect of the theme as you can get.
I do suppose. This is like Santa during the summer. That's why he doesn't have
Right.
the long beard and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Apparently it's been rough this
This
year.
was after he installed the brakes. He's very proud.
He had to go walk outside in his socks.
And it's like parked in something too. Like it's got a stain around it.
Also, he does not look very happy to be
He does
standing
not. Got so
Got
much
his
bugs.
fists clenched.
Stupid kids need presents this year.
Gotta sell the bug.
Okay. Unexpected.
there.
Unexpected.
Big boy,
Ah.
buff Santa.
Big boy.
Buff Santa. What
Buff
do you got,
Santa.
ZK?
A 2007 Toyota Sorrel, obviously.
Uh-huh. Another red convertible with a bow.
Just in time for Christmas. That was the text for all of your ads, I think.
Did you just
Pretty much.
type that in and get 4 ads that matched?
I don't know what you're talking about, John. I did lots of research on these ads.
Oh!
Oh,
and
he's
it comes
happy.
with Santa.
Sold
Nice.
his Beetle.
Yeah, he sold the Beetle. Everything's turning out just
This is
fine.
winter Santa. See, look how happy he is now.
This is Winter Santa in Texas.
Yes, if you couldn't tell what state this is in.
Texas! There's only one thing people are proud of in Texas, and it's Texas.
So if you wanted a Camry with the roof chopped off,
hmm
this might be the car for you.
Oh, that is the weakest bow ever.
I know. I flopped back and forth between this and the BMW, but this one had Santa.
It also has.
It's also got Rudolph's nose.
Yeah, it's got Rudolph's
Yeah.
nose. So, a little bit more effort. Why Santa? Why is Santa here?
Because it's just in time for Christmas.
Are they serious? is this what somebody wants for Christmas? Is
If you were to believe American advertisement, yes.
true. That is true.
And surprisingly, how many miles does this thing have on it? Because this Solera looks like it's never been used.
Yeah, I really don't want to look at it very much because these things are so hideous.
They're ugly and they're boring.
Yeah.
But they're a convertible with 4 seats,
And
front-wheel
Santa.
drive, and Santa.
80,000 miles.
That car has 80,000 miles on it?
I mean, it's a 2007 with 80,000 miles on it. That's not very many.
True.
That was a long time ago. Santa, you gotta put on
Comes
some
with 2
weight.
keys.
Comes with 2 keys. ZK, I have one thing to say to you. Good luck. I think it would have been ultimately better if we had a really big Santa in this picture.
It's the same buff Santa. He's just wearing the coat. You can't tell.
And there you have it, everybody. The holiday special Ranwin part.
Yes, the very holiday themed special.
We are
Was
very
I the one on
sorry.
theme this week?
I'm so sorry. You were not on theme. Get out.
Everyone said Christmas or holiday, and they had bows and they were all red. I did the best here.
Oh man. Well,
Can't take this away from me.
tune in next time for the New Year's special. If you have a theme idea, please suggest it. And I swear to you, we won't do it. We won't do that to you again. But thank you all for watching. Make sure you get your votes in for Best Ad this week. And we will see you next year, I think.
Next decade, even, Cone
Wow.
Dodger. Hey.
Our show lasted a decade.
Yes, it did.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.